Hey, neighbor. So I want to get right into one of the things that you mentioned. It's like, oh, I make funny puns and potentially inappropriate puns about Pokemon names. And I do something completely different. I hate naming my Pokemon because I want to know what the names of the Pokemon are. There's a Pokemon in the last game that, like, I believe you got from a trade or was automatically given to you. And I never remembered what the actual Pokemon was called, and it was on my Elite Four team. So I just don't like naming Pokemon because I want to know what the names of the Pokemon are. Uh, Especially since I'm not watching the anime anymore. I'm not reading. Like, unless it's like a super competitively viable Pokemon or like a legendary, I'm probably not going to know the name if I change the name of it. One other thing that you talked about is The Mandalorian. So I literally just watched it right now. So I apologize, but I'm going to get into spoilers for The Mandalorian. So if you haven't seen it, go buy Disney Plus, number one, because you need it. I canceled my Netflix today and I got Disney Plus because now I have Hulu and ESPN Plus and Disney Plus. So it just makes more sense. But go watch the first episode of The Mandalorian. It's like 30 something minutes because like the last 7 minutes are just amazing artwork of like some of the scenes from the show. But yeah, it's only like 35, 36 minutes. So go watch it, come back. We'll talk spoilers. So I took notes while I was watching because I'm a complete and utter nerd. But it was definitely interesting that they started it out by talking in a different language. So reading subtitles isn't something that I'm like normally accustomed to doing. I don't turn subtitles on in terms of like YouTube videos or like anything really. I'm just downloading the Call of Duty update. My question of the day is going to be around that. Oh, but there was action right off the bat. I mean, the practical effects look really good with the dude going in the door. I was kind of hoping that we would see a little bit more there. But I guess it's Disney. They're not going to show some dude legit get cut in half. But definitely like subversion of expectation that the bounty hunter comes in and the guy that he saves is his bounty. I guess that's kind of what you were expecting, but he's like not a good guy. He's potentially a bad guy. And you see kind of that at the end that he's maybe a good guy, but not really a good guy, but also kind of a bad guy. Oh, so the CGI, I think it looked pretty good for the most part in terms of like, I don't know how much of the last battle scene was actually like practical effects, but if that was practical, that was amazing. But a lot of the CGI looked all right. I was concerned with the monster, especially when it was grabbing the ship and when the guys were riding around on the two-legged beastie things. Looked a little bit off, but that could just be me. Let's see. Frozen in Carbonite, that's pretty legit. That was cool. I think there was a gotta catch 'em all line in there. So, Pokemon, yeah, cool. Let's see. So, someone said you're the best bounty hunter in the parsec, and what is a parsec? Like, is it a distance? Is it an area? Is it a time? Like, I need more information there. I'm sorry. And then like right after that, he says something about the odds. So they are giving like the fanboy something to be like, oh, that's from the thing. And then they're giving other people just like good lines to kind of cover. Like you definitely don't have to have been a Star Wars fan to watch this, but some of the things were like definitely unique to the Star Wars universe. So it was cool to see those things. Other than that, I think the IG droid was super dope in that gunfight. Too bad he got his brains blown out, and then it's a freaking Yoda, man. That's so crazy. And he killed the droid. So, I think for a first episode, it definitely ended on a high. So I'm kind of upset that I can't watch more episodes because this is definitely something that I would want to binge if I could binge it. But I'm kind of glad that I can't binge it because it gives me time to do other things, like play Call of Duty. So my question of the day is, why do games nowadays need to be updated every single week? It's infuriating. I Genuinely can't stand it. Every time I turn on my Xbox, I have to update Call of Duty, or I have to update FIFA, or I have to update Madden, or something like that. And it's just obnoxious, man. So, what are your thoughts on constantly updating your Xbox games? And is it a problem that you have, or do you have like it automatically turned on and you're connected to the internet all the time? Let me know. Also, what were your thoughts on The Mandalorian? Thanks so much for making it to the end of the video. Make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. You can follow me on Twitter at 90sguykev. You can follow Tom on Twitter at 90sguytom. You can follow both of us on Instagram at the 90s guys. Make sure to check back in every weekday for a new episode of the 90s vlog. And with that, I'll catch you tomorrow, Tom.